Hey, hello again, fabulous friends, and welcome to another video, which today will be special because June 6th, we're in the middle of preview season for Uprising, and today on this channel, you will get to see two new cards, both common cards that I will have the honor of presenting to you. So I'm your host, Mark, as most of you know. If you are new to this channel, we do a lot of contests here and have a lot of fun, so make sure you subscribe so that you can be part of that. Now, in a minute, we will do that presentation, but before we do so, I'd just like to say, hang around, stick around if you would like at the end of this presentation, because I will do a follow-up to the talk I had about a couple of weeks ago concerning my opinion about the history pack that has recently come out. So you will get a follow-up to my opinion on that, and also I will declare the winner of... Yes, we have received from Legend Store Studios some new promo cards that only content creators have. So this is the only way you can get them. Herald of Rebirth, we have a set here of the three cards, all three pitches, pitch 1, pitch 2, pitch 3. And one of you, well, actually one of you that keeps commenting on my videos will be the lucky winner of these three cards, and I will announce that in that part of the video, part 3 of the video. So without any further ado, what do you say? Let's go and have a look at those preview cards. Well, we have here our first card, Cinder Devotion. A pitch 1, cost 1, Draconic Ninja Action Attack. Now, Cinder Devotion is a versatile attack card, as you can see, both for defense and offense, defending for 3 while still being able to be used on the offense. Obviously, just remember to prelude it with another Draconic Chain Link to enable its Go Again. And if we read, as we can see there, if you control 2 or more Draconic Chain Links, Cinder Devotion has Go Again. Very simple card. But this leads us into the second card we have for you, Lava Vein Loyalty. A pitch 1, once again, Lava Vein Loyalty costs 0 and is an efficient attack and does a great job both on offense and defense. Once again, when combined with other Draconic attacks, it acts as another free Draconic Chain Link. As we can see, works well for defense, defending for 3, unlike many of the cards that you'll find in the Draconic Ninja map that do not do so. And if we do read here, we have, if you control 2 or more Draconic Chain Links, same thing, Lava Vein Loyalty has Go Again. So 2 cards that go very well together, and there you have it, 2 cards that you may be considering for your next deck build. All right, so at the beginning, I promised you a talk about, well, basically the economics of Flesh and Blood, right? I gave you my opinion a couple weeks ago about the history packs that came out recently, and I would like to do a follow-up on that. Basically, for those of you who didn't see it, I was basically saying that although I agree with having history packs eventually, I think that Legend Store Studios come out with them a little too soon. 2.5 years for me is not much history so far. I would have done it, after 5 years. Mind you, I think it's excellent that they did it in the other languages. That's fine. It's great that 4 more languages, people from all around the world, different countries will now have access to the game in their own language. And doing it through history packs, I think, was... I don't know, maybe I would have liked it would have been done through the same format as what they did for the English in the beginning, so they would have booster boxes for each set. But having declared all those sets out of print, it would have been, it would have been touchy. So yeah, I think the best, really what was meant to happen, happened. The best solution for that was to have those languages come out through the history packs, and that's fine. I agree with that. Although I would not have called it history packs for now, even in those languages. But anyway. Okay, so what else I was saying was that, to me, I thought Legend Store Studios needed to let the market, let the prices go up a bit. I know players here will throw me tomatoes here. But, in business, 20% of your people generate 80% of the sales, and 80% of your customers generate 20% of the sales. That's just the way it works. Now, I don't know here if we're dealing with the same thing, but in my opinion, I think that the 20% would be the collectors and investors, right? And 80% being players, although some of the players also collect and also invest. I mean, there's a mix, overlap that goes on, obviously, with that. But to me, the true collectors and investors, the people that are willing to put in the money to the game, dolphins and up, I guess. I don't know what you guys want to call them. But anyway, that 20% of the people, to me, probably, if the model follows the business models that we've been used to, will generate 80% of the volume of sales for the company, right? So that's why I think that in Legend Store Studios' shoes, I must make sure that I keep my collectors and investors. And the only way to do that is you want them to know that the product that they purchase is going up in value over time, right? Now, because I think personally, I mean, I see it around here with game stores that still have inventory with, all the sets that came out so far. You can see I have quite a bit here. Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, Crucible of War, and so on and so forth. Well, the 3 sets that are basically represented in History Pack, there is still product on the shelves there for new players. So no, why not wait until that product is sold? And there's even the secondary market out there that people can go out, and the prices on the secondary market for those products right now are cheap. I mean, they're dirt cheap, so lower than the prices that these products were at when they came out. So both of those, I think, are considerations that should have been made before history packs came out, for those different reasons. Now, getting to something else I was saying, basically in terms of investing, what will encourage collectors and investors in continuing their investment is the fact that they know that their product at least doesn't lose value and, ideally gains some value. Now, it doesn't have to be doubling the prices. And by the way, when I'm talking about collectors and investors, I don't want to include flippers here, people that just buy the product. And we saw what happened with Monarch. I mean, there was incredible inflaming of the prices, and up to $500-600 for those first edition Monarch boxes at the beginning. And then that's ridiculous. I mean, of course, I don't support people that are just buying the product to resell it and just are just taking advantage of the product to make money. I'm talking about people that are in for the long term. They're truly collectors. They're truly people who want to put the money in a TCG that they believe in will grow over time and will have some value. I've been doing it with Magic the Gathering. It's a product that's almost 30 years now, I guess. Yeah, it's 93, I think it came out. So next year will be the 30th anniversary. And, people are doing it in Pokemon. And that's also a good example of another game that not many people are playing, actually. I was mentioning about how 20% of people generate 80% of the volume of sales. Well, those are your collectors and investors. Look at how many collectors and investors are in Pokemon. I mean, I think we're talking about only 10% of people that actually play the game of Pokemon, and it's the other 90% that are collectors and investors. And look how popular the game is. I mean, it's number one, followed closely, I guess, by Magic. I don't think Magic is. I think it's Pokemon number 1 and Magic number 2. I may be wrong, but those are the 2 big giants out there in the TCG world. So, and yet not that many people play it. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want people to be playing the game. I mean, James White, has said us in the beginning, this is a game that is meant to be played in the flesh and blood, face to face, physically, not even, hardly even on the computer. Of course, with COVID, we had to do it through Discord and through other means, and that is fine. That got the game to be known, and that was a good way to do it. But, the game thrives if you satisfy players, obviously, but also collectors and investors. All 3 of those have to be very satisfied. And when, as a collector, and someone who has, puts money a little bit into the game also, like I do in Magic, I would like to know that my product at least has kept its value. And ideally, if you're investing in something, you want a percentage of return. And we're talking about here 2.5 years going on 3 for products like Arcane Rising and Welcome to Wraith. Now, if those boxes came, I'm just, using a general number, in US, if those boxes came out at $100, just to have a round number here, with a 5-10%, I was talking about 15% before on my other video, but even if it's less than that, I mean, those boxes that were $100 at that point, at that time, should be worth, 120 3 years later. If they're worth the same or worth less like they are right now, I mean, that's not good. And like I said, if I were Legend Store Studios, I would not want to lose my collectors and my investors. That's where the success, they need those absolutely to thrive. I'm sorry, but if they only have players and nobody interested in collecting, there's going to be a low volume of sales. Well, it's going to gradually go up still because it's a fantastic game. And as we can see over the past few years, there has been a growing number of players. That is true. But, the growth will be much slower than if you are able to include all 3 classes of those people, So yeah, in my opinion, I think they needed to let the market ensure that those prices went up before coming out with history packs. And the way to do that would have been to let the game stores sell out their products and wait until the market, the secondary market, also, there was a balance or an equilibrium, supply and demand. It's easy to monitor that and see at which point the prices are where you want them to be. It's a business also. Don't forget that. I know players, like I said, another set of tomatoes, but don't forget that, yes, it is a game, but it's also a business. And the best example I can give you for that is Josie and I. Well, Josie is a physical therapist, right? And we were 4 of our 7 businesses we had in our life were clinics. They were independent physical therapy clinics, or rehab clinics, basically, with physical therapy, acupuncture, ergotherapy, we say in French. Anyway, all those, and it's a medical field, and you want the wellness of the people. It's medical, so it's touchy. You want people to they come in, and you don't want them. You want to have them get healthy as soon as possible. A few treatments, and hopefully they're good. And then on the other side, you've got the business aspect. The more often they come in, the more money you make. So we had to be very careful with that, and we had to be concentrated on the health aspect. That was the most important, because we do have a code of ethics, and we want to respect that. Well, with the TCG, with Flesh and Blood in particular, the code of ethics, I'm sure that James White has, is to satisfy first and foremost the players of the game. Have players really want to sit down face to face in the flesh and blood and all that. But he must not forget, well, actually, I'm sure he doesn't forget that. I'm sure he knows. It is first and foremost, well, not first and foremost, but also a business that needs to be looked after, and business decisions have to be made. And those include making decisions that may not always please the players too. You have to please everyone, and there has to be value in the product. Now, I don't know what they're going to do in the future to address that. Maybe there are things, of course, there are many things I don't know, right? I'm not part of Legend Store Studios, but they have to. They will be considering probably in the future things that I don't know about, and like even history packs. Maybe there's a restriction on the print of that, and maybe we'll find out pretty soon that there was a limited print, and distributors were limited in the amount of product they were able to get, and so on and so forth. So, and they are considering that, what the market is saying, but and how the prices are in the market. But so far, I cannot see that, because the product, the history packs I'm talking about, came out when actually there's still some product left out there. And I understand, like I said in the other video, that this is a product that has a non-rotational aspect. It's not like Magic the Gathering. Every 2 years, new sets come out and you're playing just with the sets of the last 2 years. That is not true with Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood being non-rotational, new players need to have cards that are from all the heroes, right? And from right from the beginning. So it's a totally different game we're playing here with respect to that. But yeah, so there you go. Some thoughts that I had for you. But in general, don't forget, I didn't want to give a negative vibe to this. I wanted to let you know here on the follow-up that I'm very happy. I support the fact that they came out with more product in the different languages. Not so sure about the English. Mind you, they said that the History Packs 2 would not come out until 2024, so in 2 years from now. So I guess, and that's probably the year, well, that's the year that Legend Store Studios will be 5 years old. So yeah, perfect. Maybe it's just this one time that I'm a little, unsure about. But anyway, time will tell. They know better than me. It's their company. They're talking about this every day, having this decision-making meetings and all this. So there's a lot of things we don't know, obviously. But and I'm sure they will act to correct this. I'm sure they're talking about this every day. But anyway, so that's basically my opinion about those history packs. And mind you, that being said, you know how I am. I'm a collector. 427 cards, and yes, I will be collecting that set. I don't want there to be a Legend Store Studios set that I don't have. So History Pack 1, I will be opening a lot of boxes to get my collection, complete my collection, 427 cards. I may have to open a lot of boxes to get all those legendaries. It may be tough, but anyway, maybe I'll trade with some of you guys so to be able to do that. I know that a few have been involved in that. Anyway, so thank you very much, you guys. Oh yeah, I have a third part to this video. Don't forget to leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this. This is a conversation that will continue, I'm sure, even amongst us as we, give our opinions on what is happening with respect to what decisions Legend Storage Studios are making with respect to all this. So let me know. All right, so I have a gift now. I'm going to declare the winner. So Herald of Rebirth. It is promotional card number 32 Fab, 032, 033, and 034. Again, only available through content creators, and our lucky winner today is somebody that comments on just about every single one of my videos. So thank you for that, by the way. And even though it is a video about another game or Magic Gathering, mostly about Flesh and Blood, obviously, that's what we like to concentrate on in this channel. That's why it's called Fabulous. So again, those of you that are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We will make sure that you are happy with your subscription. It is free. Just hit that button, and we have officially passed 2,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. We actually didn't have a celebration for the 2,000, right? No, not that I can remember. Of course we didn't have one. I remember very well, right? So we're going to do something within the next few weeks, I guess, to celebrate that 2,000. Giveaways again, and, you know, I'm not going to give away my shirt, but I'm always giving things away. I like it. I'm having fun with you guys, so that's the whole idea. So the winner of these 3 cards is Coco Maru. Yes, Coco Maru. He even comments sometimes 2 or 3 times on the same video, and he's a joker just like I am. We like to tease and, you know, send funny comments, and hopefully you guys are enjoying them. So Coco Maru, you are getting these 3 cards, and they will be coming to your way pretty soon. Anyway, all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the presentation at the beginning. It was very short, but we did just have 2 common cards here to present to you this time. Yeah, it takes a long time to do a like you've seen in the past. Those we've had the three past sets. We did a cosplay. You know, those require 15 to 20 hours of preparation. So I wanted to wait until maybe we have something, you know, big to present to you in the future. Maybe. Anyway, we'll see. All right. So thank you very much for watching the video. And until the next one, you guys stay safe out there and help the ones around you stay safe. So thanks for listening once again. Thumbs up, hopefully. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.